Shalom.
Shalom, shalom.
I think we're good. We the real Hebrew Israelites come week in, week out, day in, day out to prophesy the downfall of America, which in the Holy Scriptures is Babylon the Great. Before we get started, we're going to turn to the east, give all praise, honor, and glory to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash.
That's the true, holy, and powerful name of the Heavenly Father in the ancient Paleo Hebrew tongue. Yahweh. Bahashem, Ba means in, Ha means done, Shem means name. Yahweh Shai is the true, holy, and powerful name of the only begotten Son, whom the world ignorantly and incorrectly calls JC. And Bahashem Rakha Kodash, Rakha means spirit, Ha Kodash means the holy. All right, Lord willing, this is edifying street teaching. You know, there's a lot of prophecies taking place, man. You know, y'all got something to open up with?
Yeah, around 30, right? That's one of the prophecies that we're in right now. The Lord is turning back the captivity of the children of Israel. Where would the children of Israel be at today? In America. Okay. The southern and northern kingdom are here in America, according to Jeremiah 50 and 33. This is the Lord. He's about to redeem us from this captivity, man. All right.
This is Deuteronomy chapter 30, verse 7.
No, start it
This is Deuteronomy chapter 30, verse 1. And it shall come to pass when all these things are come upon thee, the blessing and the curse.
Right. It says the blessing and the curse. Now, where can you find the blessing and the curse at? In Deuteronomy 28th chapter. All right. Right now we're under the curses. Okay, according to Deuteronomy 28:68, the Lord will scatter us. What is that? 64. He will scatter us among all nations. And one of the nations He said He was going to send us to was a place that would spiritually represent Egypt, which is known as America, man.
Revelation. Revelation chapter 11 and verse 8. It says, "And their dead bodies shall lie in the street of the great city, which spiritually is called Sodom and Egypt, where also our Lord was crucified." And that's where that great city is Babylon the Great, man. Okay, so a lot of these curses, because Apostle Tahar, he just did a lesson about calling this Eve a blockhead, man. You know, because why? Because they don't understand particular curses, particular events that would befall the children of Israel. All right, they think that everything was going to happen at one time. You know what I'm saying? Not knowing that these curses would be spread throughout our generation, man, to show who the children of Israel really are. All right.
He said these things should be upon you as a sign, right? Right, and a wonder, right? Right, and it says spiritually Sodom and Egypt. What place in the world is known for being sodomites, pushing a sodomite spirit, man? It's America, man. Right? America is spreading this agenda, this transforming, this alphabet agenda across the four corners of the planet Earth. They even got it in the law, right? In Canada now, where if you protest outside of the school, you know, they do drags out the school now. They say if you protest against that, you can face $25,000 fine and you can lock you up in prison. All right, this is the wicked ass society, man. No, you can start it. Yeah.
This is Deuteronomy 30 and 1. And it shall come to pass when all these things are come upon thee, the blessing and the curse, which I have set before thee, and thou shalt call them.
Right, so the Lord already telling us that we're going to experience both. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It just, you know what I'm saying? It probably didn't resonate, but the Lord, the verbiage that He's using, He's telling you, look, the blessing and the curse is going to come upon you. You know? Everything was already told us what was going to happen to us. You know? And, Jacob, Genesis the 49th chapter, Jacob and it had his 12 sons, and he told Gad, a troop shall overcome thee, but thou shalt overcome at the last. And he said, I'm going to tell you what shall befall thee in the last days. So that's what the prophets did. Yahweh Shemel Shah said He declared the end from the beginning, and from ancient times the things that are not yet done. How did He do that? By the mouth of the prophets. You got it. It's like,
you say, and thou shalt call them to mind among all the nations, whither the Lord thy God hath driven thee, and shall return unto the Lord thy God, and shall obey His voice according to all that I command thee this day.
Can you read that last part, that last verse again?
It says, and shall return unto the Lord.
About calling to mind or something. That's among the Gentiles or among the.
Okay. It says, and thou shalt. This is Deuteronomy 30:1 towards the end. And thou shalt call them to mind among all the nations.
Right, thou shalt call them to mind among all the nations. Because it's talking about the blessing and the curse. You know what I'm saying? That we experienced those things, and that was a witness to us that we are the children of Israel. Matter of fact, can you go to the 28th chapter? 28th chapter and the 49th verse? Or 48th verse?
This is Deuteronomy 28, verse 49. The Lord shall bring a nation against thee from afar, from the end of the earth, as swift as...
48, sorry.
This is verse 20. This is Deuteronomy 28 and 47. Because thou servest not the Lord thy God with joyfulness and with gladness of heart for the abundance of all things, therefore shalt thou serve thy enemies which the Lord shall send against thee, in hunger, and in thirst, and in nakedness, and in want of all things, and he shall put a yoke of iron.
What verse is that right there? Yeah, they shall be upon you for a sign and a wonder.
Okay. Lock it. Deuteronomy 28, verse 46. And they shall be upon thee for a sign and for a wonder, and upon thy seed forever.
Yeah, so that's why I say he's going to call them to mind among the nations, you know, because those things was a witness to us that we are the children of Israel. You know, that the fact that we experienced the curses and we went through the curses.
Not this people, right? You got this dude, what's his name, Dr. James Brown, whatever his fucking name is, talking about we're not the Israelites, but who was sent on slavery and slave ships, man? Where is the documented proof that these small hats that's over there in the Holy Land right now went into slavery on slave ships? Okay, well, there's historical documents that prove that these people were the ones that funded the transatlantic slave trade, man. So we are the fucking people, man.
Hey, did you guys see Apostle Carr's response to that video that the Elder Crutches did on Vegas? And he was like, Dr. Brown bit his own tongue. Because what he said, well, how can Esau be white if he came from Rebecca and Isaac? But see, that's where he fucked up at, because now he's saying that Rebecca and Isaac was so-called black, man. You know what I'm saying? So he bit his own tongue. So how can these pale people be the children of the Heavenly Father, man? When he basically acknowledged that Rebecca and Isaac were black folk.
This Malachi chapter 3, verse 16. Then they that feared the Lord Yahweh spake often one to another, and the Lord hearkened and heard it, and a book of remembrance was written before him for them that feared the Lord and thought upon his name. You know, so the scriptures, that's that book of remembrance. You know what I'm saying? That we were called to mind among the nations, and that's going to bring the nation of Israel back, because that's what Deuteronomy 30 is going into. It's going to us being scattered and then us being brought back. You know, and it's by the word of the Holy One.
Hey, he said they shall think upon thy name. You devils don't know the name, man. Well, you know it, but you can't say it. You say his name is dreadful among the heathens. Who do you call on? You say you call him Hashem, right? You say Yeshua, Yahweh. But the real name is Yahweh, and his son's name is Yahweh Shai.
This is Baruch. This Baruch chapter 4, verse 37, verse 36. O Jerusalem, look about thee toward the east, and behold the joy that cometh unto thee from God. Lo, thy sons come, whom thou sentest away. They come gathered together from the east to the west by the word of the Holy One, rejoicing in the glory of the Most High. You know, so that's what the Lord said, man. And he said he's calling sons, man. Because the elect is 144,000 men, 12,000 from each tribe of the nation of Israel, not the nation of Edom or the Canaanites, like you said. It says, "Thy sons coming from far, whom thou sentest away." The Lord sent us away. You know what I'm saying? These devils think that they conquered us, and they captured us, and we smashed these niggas, And you did that, but you did it by the hand of the Lord. It's like,
This is Deuteronomy 30:2. And shall return unto the Lord thy God, and shall obey his voice according to all that I command thee this day, thou and thy children.
it said that we shall return. What do our people say? We don't want to return. The Lord said, you were sent away. Shouldn't you return? Was that Jeremiah? You know what I'm saying? But shall they fall that they shall not rise again? I think it's Jeremiah 8. You know what I'm saying? But they don't want to come back. They say it is vain to serve Yahweh to apply the law, statutes, and commandments of the Heavenly Father. But this what you was doing before the so-called white man stripped you of it.
This is Jeremiah 8:3. And death shall be chosen rather than life by all the residue of them that remain of this evil family, which remain in all the places whither I have driven them, said the Lord of hosts, man. And that's our people. Our people are stiff-necked people. They'd rather choose to suffer, oppression for the rest of their life instead of returning to the Lord, man. The Lord, as he said, what is that? He said, I have an end for you, not of destruction, but of peace. Right? Our people don't want peace. They rather be in a peasant mindset, man. This is why the Lord is going to destroy 2/3 of our people, man. He's raising kings and priests, not fucking peasants and servants, man. All right?
Jeremiah said that in Jeremiah 2. Can somebody get that up, Michelle? Jeremiah 2. Is Israel a home? I believe it's 2:14. Is Israel a homeborn slave? So that's what Jake loves to be, man. We've been disobedient so many times that the prophet Jeremiah had to ask the Lord, were we made just to be slaves, man? Because Jake loves wickedness. God, you got that.
Yeah, and plus the Lord kept sending us into captivities, and it would have just without Yahweh Shai, would have just the cycle would have kept going until we died off, until we were consumed,
And that's how we know that all things are written from the beginning, because the Lord gave each nation a chance to rule, man. Right? And if it wasn't for Yahweh Shai, we would just been in a perpetual cycle, right? But the Lord already set this thing up from the beginning, man, about certain rulerships gonna be ruling for a certain period of time. Yahweh Shai was gonna come in the thick of the Roman Empire, and what? He's gonna come back in the revival of the Roman Empire. You got that?
Jeremiah chapter 2 and verse 14. Is Israel a servant? Is he a homeborn slave? Why is he spoiled? The young lions roared upon him and yelled, and they made his land waste. His cities are burnt within. Yeah, this is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 2, and I start at verse 12. It says, be astonished, O ye heavens, at this, and be horribly afraid, be ye very desolate, saith the Lord, Yahweh Shai. For my people have committed 2 evils. They have forsaken me, the fountain of living waters, and hewed down the cisterns, broken cisterns that can hold no water.
Right. They're not going into these other religions and gods, false gods, and philosophies that our people believe in. Those are broken cisterns that can hold no water. Those things are not going to sustain you. Those things are not going to give you what your soul needs, like you talk about Isaiah 55. So those things don't hold no water. It's not truth.
Verse 13 again, it says, for my people have committed 2 evils. They have forsaken me, the fountain of living waters.
Right, they forsaken the Lord, the fountain of living waters. So this is where you get life. Because the brother read in Jeremiah, death shall be chosen rather than life. The Lord is the fountain of living waters, and we found out later on in history, when you jump to the New Testament, we found out that living water comes directly from Yahweh Shai. You got it.
And this is, and hewed them out, cisterns, broken cisterns.
Right. So one evil was forsaking the Lord, and the second evil was choosing a whole other power, a false power that really don't have no power. So like,
in a cistern is something that a big vessel that holds water, man.
Right.
A large amounts of water.
Right.
All right, so just like in a broken system is something that you put water in, it slowly leaks out, man. You know what I'm saying? That's the thing where Israel always had a full cistern when they was serving the Lord correctly, and then it started to leak, and then we started to fall away, and then what do? We get put in captivity, man.
And then what holiday is coming up tomorrow? So-called Easter Sunday. This is our people went from worshiping the Creator to worshiping the fucking money that don't even lay eggs.
Yeah, which Easter, that's not. Matter of fact, where's that at Acts? Where it say
12.
Easter? Yeah. I think it's Acts 12. Yeah, finish that out. Then we'll go into that. Because that's one of those broken cisterns. You know what I'm saying? That's a part of the broken cistern. Our people, they believe in that shit.
They have forsaken me, the fountain of living waters, and hewed them out cisterns, broken cisterns that can hold no water. Is Israel a servant? Is Israel a homeborn slave? Why is he spoiled?
Right. Our people, they've been spoiled. They've been robbed and spoiled, and now they being babied. You know, they being babied by the system. You know, and our people are just lost, man. Like they go, like you said, they go into the store, they go to rallies, they go to the McDonald's and stuff like that, and they think that that's real food. You know, they go to the grocery store and
It's just like our people are. It's like it vexes you to be around our people, man. Because we see these things coming to pass, man. It's just like, damn, the Lord has truly brought our people down to a low level, man, to the point where it's a thing called ignorance is bliss. But how much, man? You know, it's just like the only solution for our people is we put to death, man. All right, because if there's to continue on in this place, they will be Edomites, man. Well, they spiritually are Edomites right now.
Got that Acts. This book of Acts chapter 12. I'm going to start at verse 1. Point is verse 4. And it reads, Now about that time, Herod the king stretched forth his hands to vex certain of the church. And he killed James, the brother of John, with the sword. Verse 3. And because he saw it please the Jews, he proceeded further to take Peter also. Then were the days of unleavened bread.
And you see, these things please the Jews, man, because we're back now in the Herodic dynasty, man. All right, because these things, our people took pleasure in, man. The beheading of certain disciples, apostles. All right, the falling of the ministry, Yahushua's ministry. The elders, the Pharisees, the scribes, they all took pleasure in that, man. And these are the same things that's about to befall the men of the Lord right now, man.
Scripture says there's no new thing under the sun.
Right,
you know what I mean? And at the end of the day, I think that's in the New Testament. It talks about when Yahushua said they persecuted him. So you know, the men of the Lord is doing His will and His work that we're hoping to be the hopeful elect. You know, we know that persecution comes with this thing, but you know, Scripture also says to count it all joy. You know, this is verse 4.
I got the precept to back up that point. This St. John 16, verse 1. These things have I spoken unto you, that ye should not be offended. They shall put you out of the synagogues. Yeah, the time cometh that whoso killeth you will think that he doth the Most High service. Like you said, they had pleasure in that because they thought they was doing the Most High service. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. Even when you read Acts 5,
so that's
the 7. Acts 7.
No, go ahead.
No, I'm about to say, even when you read Acts 7, when Stephen was given the history, you know what I'm saying? Because the history of basically the whole climax to get to Yahushua, and what happened with the Pharisees? They were cut to the heart, right? They were they gnashed on them with their teeth, and they're like, motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? So these are the same things that's going to happen.
No, that's all right.
Back in Acts chapter Acts 12, verse 4, and it reads, And when he had apprehended him, he put him in prison and delivered him to 14 quarantines.
Quaternions.
4 quaternions of soldiers to keep him, intending after Easter to bring forth, Salakia, intending after Easter to bring him forth to the people.
Now, I believe quaternions goes back to the word 5, quattro. You know, 4, yes, yeah, kind. Because centurion is 100. So, you know what I'm saying? So you had captains over a certain amount of people.
I'm going to bring it out because it's using the spirit. So that word quaternions.
Strong's G 5069. Tetradion.
And basically the brother was correct. It says a guard consisting of 4 soldiers, 4 among the Romans. This was the usual number of the guard to which the custody of captives and prisoners was entrusted. 2 soldiers were confined with the prisoner and 2 kept guard outside.
So every that was 4 soldiers to every 1 man.
Yeah.
Okay.
2 watching the prisoner, 2 outside the.
So one prisoner, or did it say to specify? Yeah, and that's spiritual, because that's how Esau roll up now. You know what I'm saying? They pull Jake over. There's two cops on one car. You know what I'm saying? Then they'll call 2 other cars. Then they'll call 1 other car. Maybe 2 other cops. You know what I'm saying? So they want to have 4 people when they arrest Jake. You know what I'm saying?
It says prisoners, so it's plural. So it say prisoner and then it say prisoners.
Right. Well, shit, I mean, that's still valid. That's how Esau roll up on Jake.
See, when you look at this system, not to digress, but so many things, copycat to the Roman system.
Right. Yeah.
But going into that word Easter, because that was the point of this. It's like you were saying, at the end of the day, you know, show you how much the devil is the devil, you know, changing words and whatnot. You know, Easter is not the actual holiday that's marked for this word in the scriptures. You know, when you go into that word Easter.
It's like it too, bro. The funny thing about it is Easter is only mentioned 1 time in the Bible.
God.
Just 1 time. Now, if this was such a big holiday, why is it only mentioned 1 time?
And it could be, you know, because you got other things that's mentioned 1 time as valid.
Yeah, kind.
But, you know, stumbling block, right, it is.
It's a stumbling block. Because when you go into it, you know, it's, you know, the history of it is go back to Ishtar and all that old, you know, that Babylonian custom and whatnot. But, you know, that simple thing, like you say, you have people, well, I'm all over the place. But the funny part is they were saying the world's so fucked up right now, a lot of people can't even really participate in Easter. You know, nigga, Murphy's gone because the eggs so fucking high. You know? So they talk about they pay potato. They die potato. You know what I mean? So when you go into the word, when you go into that word Easter, right here. I'm just trying to speak over it. So when you go into the word,
Strong's G 3957. Pascha.
Basically the word is Pesach. It says the Pesach sacrifice, which was accustomed to be offered for the people's deliverance of old from Egypt. So it's really the Passover.
Right. Why he just say Passover?
There's the devil being the devil.
Well, he said, you know, read that definition. Because Jesus said this is the Passover from Egypt. You know what I'm saying? But he made it, he worded it differently.
And then also, well, you know, he's being deceptive. Right. Because like I said, again, when you're going back into, you know, when you go into Ishtar, Easter and all that, and at the end of the day, with the Passover, they didn't do no eggs and they're like, that's right. So, you know what I mean? But it says, Pesach.
Strong's G 3957. Pascha.
And it says the Pesach, the Pesachal sacrifice, which was accustomed.
The Pesachal sacrifice.
Then it go in parentheses.
Which is the lamb. You know what I'm saying? Right. Go ahead.
It says in parentheses, which was accustomed to be offered for the people's deliverance of old from Egypt.
Of old from Egypt. Which people? The Israelites.
Go into more. Say the Pesachal lamb, the lamb the Israelites were accustomed to slay and eat on the 14th day of the month of Nisan.
Never mentions the word Passover though. You know what I'm saying? Never mentions the word Passover, so that the ignorant and unlearned, you know what I'm saying, the simple, they're not gonna put two and two together. They're gonna still say, okay, well, Easter, that's what Easter means. You know? So I guess Easter is another word for Passover now. No.
And see, and that's what happens when they tell you that the Old Testament is done away with.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So now all you think is the New Testament is viable. Now you read words like Easter, and without the history and the knowledge of what certain words mean, you worshiping another god, man.
Right. So who got Ishtar?
I got it right here. This is Ishtar. From the Google, it says a multifaceted goddess. Ishtar takes 3 paramount forms.
Ishtar takes 3 paramount forms. Go ahead.
She is the goddess of love and sexuality, and thus fertility.
Fertility, right?
She is responsible for all life, but she is never a mother goddess. As the goddess of war, she is often shown wings and bearing arms.
Now, what did the idol look like? Like, if you could describe it, describe what you see when you look at the picture of it.
Let me get a picture. They got the folly, man.
Yeah, I'm looking for one specific picture though.
Yeah, with the air like the little.
It's one statue of the idol where it got like a bunch of eggs in front of this idol Ishtar, and it's got a bunch of eggs, but it's a goddess of fertility. That's where you get the eggs from. Because bunnies don't lay eggs. If nobody found out in kindergarten, bunnies don't lay eggs, man. But yeah, you take the egg, you paint the eggs, and you say the eggs and the bunnies have a connection. The connection is that it goes back to the goddess of fertility. Who can create eggs when no eggs can build eggs? Well done. Right, Kai. So there's a good image right here. Lord willing, see it pretty good. You see, you got the idol Ishtar, and you got a bunch of eggs. And see now you Babylonians, I guess you could paint them eggs too. You can find a Ishtar statue and paint that. Right? Yeah. Yep, that's the one. You know, so that's what our people is now participating in. That's a broken cistern. You know what I'm saying? That our people is trying to put water into, thinking that they're going to get some type of spiritual benefit or blessing from the Heavenly Father by participating. They actually think that they're serving the Heavenly Father when they keep these, you know, false days. You know? But the election going to return. Like they said. Yeah, you can. Finish it out.
You're not going to find Good Friday in the Bible either, man. You know what I'm saying? So it's just a whole bunch of stumbling blocks that has to do with so-called Easter, where if you're not diligent in your search for the truth, you're just gonna be like, all right, well, it is what it is, man. You know what I'm saying?
When people read the book at face value, they don't really dig in the word. You know, certain books, like this is my guy, so it got the definition of Easter in here, and it says the Passover. People will look over these things because they just want to be stuck in their fucking ways.
Scripture says to study to show thyself approved. So, you know what I mean? You got to be diligent in this thing. The Lord ain't just dealing with it. He ain't going to be just dealing with somebody. Look what you man, earlier you said about how people that's in that lackadaisical spirit, you know what I mean, just some submissive ass spirit, you know what I mean? The Lord looking to make kings and princes. It tell you in the scriptures that a king will search all the things. You got it?
Deuteronomy 30 and 2 and 4. This Deuteronomy 30 and 4. If any of thine be driven out unto the outmost parts of heaven, Deuteronomy 30 and 3, that then the Lord thy God will turn thy captivity and have compassion upon thee, and will return and gather thee from all the nations whither the Lord thy God hath scattered thee.
Yeah, so that's the coming back. That's the Israelites being gathered back. And that's what the New Testament is about. When it speaks about the Gentiles, the heathen, it's talking about the Israelites being brought back. Matter of fact, I'll give one precept. This is this James chapter 1, verse 1. It says, James, a servant of God and of the Lord, Yahweh Shah Mashiach, to the 12 tribes which are scattered abroad, greeting. And what, if I'm not mistaken, I'm almost 100% sure I heard the apostle say that the book of James was the first book written as far as chronological order goes, you know, in his history. So these books is written to the 12 tribes which are scattered abroad. And all the letters. I can go to every letter and pull a scripture that shows that this letter is talking to Israelites. You know what I'm saying? So the New Testament, that's the Israelites being brought back because they were scattered. As a matter of fact, that's why you got that Acts 2 in a minute.
No, Acts chapter 2.
Acts 1. But you can keep going on there. I just wanted to get one precept to show the Israelites being brought back.
This is Deuteronomy 30 and 4.
Also Jeremiah 23.
If any of thine be driven out of the outmost parts of heaven, from thence will the Lord thy God gather thee, and from thence will he fetch thee.
Yeah.
So where are the rest of the tribes at? In small hats. The Lord says he's going to gather them, right? Okay, if you're in that land and you're claiming to be the people, where are the rest of, where's Gad, Reuben, Manasseh, Issachar, Naphtali?
I mean, it's not even. It's a joke. It's not even worth. It's really not worth mentioning, but it is worth mentioning because we got to defend the gospel. But it's like laughable that it's even a thing because you know you got so many different contradictions as far as the prophecies go. You know what I'm saying? Why is there still wars?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Why do you still die? Where is King David? You know what I'm saying? I mean, why are the nations not keeping the laws? Why do you have gay parades? You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, it's not even.
They believe in Judah and Levi. Every other tribe, they say they lost right now.
Right. Well, that's contradiction from the prophecy. But you got it.
Oh, since you said that, Uganda, they ain't with the shits, man, for that LGBTQ shit. That you know what I'm saying?
So
the alphabet people, yeah, they said, man, if you come with that type of lifestyle, they gonna kill you, man.
Put your ass
and they
down.
right.
Right. They said they will not be pressured into the Western ways of life.
That's crazy, man. That shows you that this place is losing power, man. Right. Okay? Because never before have these smaller nations challenged Babylon the Great on that type of level, man. Your authority has been challenged, man. You're weak now. And that's Isaiah 14 tells me, has thou become weak like us? Real quick, we might get it, then get right back, all right? Just to make that point. Isaiah 14:9.
It's Isaiah chapter 14, verse 9. It says, hell from beneath is moved for to meet thee at thy coming.
Talking about America, man, destruction. That's what the hell was talking about, go ahead.
It says, it stirreth up the dead for thee.
The dead is the other nations, man. Alright? They stirred up now. That's why they're dipping out on your ass as far as using the U.S. currency for their trade. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, they said all these weeks they talking about making their own currency, man. So now this place has been forsaken, man. That's going to do a major impact on this place and the economy.
So, and keep it going on like that, but you think like they talk about how Saudi Arabia basically made the statement, the prince made the statement that basically they're going to do what's in the best interest for their country and not what's the best interest for America. And if you pay attention since they did that, the gas has shot up. Yeah. You know what I mean? So,
And also since Brazil made a deal with China.
And France is about to get this bitch the middle finger too, man. You know what I'm saying? And that's part of the NATO, man. You know what I'm saying? The beast is about to turn against the horse this year.
It's Isaiah 14, verse 9. Hell from beneath is moved for thee to meet thee at thy coming. It stirred up the dead for thee, even all the chief ones of the earth. It have raised up from their thrones all the kings of the nations.
So if you don't know what the dead is, that's by definition explain
says in verse 10, all they shall speak and say unto thee, art thou also become weak as we? Art thou become like unto us?
Yeah, that's not a question, man. These other nations are questioning America, man. They're like, your military speak, you got a bunch of loads and stuff in there. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. The women are in power. All right, your economy is failing. This place is dying, man. We're watching it in real time. How Babylon the Great is about to take a major L, man. You know, and there's nothing you can do. All these other nations, they don't want shit to do with the U.S. dollar, man. They don't want nothing to do with this place, man, because they saw how you screwed them over, all right, and they trick. You can't play a trick on them no more. You can't send your special forces in no more neither to assassinate them and jump on your program. That shit ain't working no more. You got some say.
But like I said, these nations, they forsaken America. That's what the phase that we in right now is like Jeremiah 50, Jeremiah 51, Babylon being forsaken, you know?
Deuteronomy 37, Lord put all these curses on our enemies.
Yeah, because that's what I was going to say, though. A nation's only really strong as your economy, you know what I'm saying, and your military, you know what I'm saying? And that's got to be broken for this place, you know? And it's a controlled demolition. Yeah, see, that's the thing. You Americans, you think this is just life happening, but this is all according to the plan of Yahweh Shah, and then the Lord is using the wicked elite to do it.
And another thing that's inside of school is that these other nations, they still on program, because cops can tell you how the nations get they kingdom went out decent, okay? And they're on the same program, because this whole thing about ditching the dollar, all right, and not using it no more, they're turning that into the beast digital system, man. They all getting up rid of the dollar for a reason, because what? They want that digital currency, the CBDC. All right, but every country is getting it now.
Oh, it's a perfect, like, you might say, lie, bro. It's a perfect plan, because you thinking, yeah. And another thing, too, the mindset, I was meditating on this week, the mindset of America does not fit the mold of the NWO. What they want it to be about you having freedom, you doing this, you doing that, but you know what I'm saying, you can worship, you know, like that loose feeling, they want things to be very strict, they want you in a box, so it behooves them to get rid of America also, you know what I'm saying, to destroy America, it behooves them.
I was just going to say this before you continue to make it bigger, because at the end of the day, take the time to think about it. Like I said, America was the big bully on the block. When it falls down, the way it's going to fall down. So ugly, it's going to fall real ugly at the end of the day. That's going to put these other nations in line. You know what I mean? Like, for real. You know what I mean? Like, at the end of the day. You got it?
This is Deuteronomy. This is Deuteronomy 30 and 5. And the Lord thy God will bring thee into the land which thy fathers possessed, and thou shalt possess it, and he will do thee good and multiply thee above thy fathers.
Man, the times that we're living in is the times of our enemies falling, man. And us being on top, man. Esau's about to beat the throne, all right, and he's about to act the damn fool, man. Okay? Just like you corner an animal and whatnot, you put an animal to a corner, it's gonna kick and fight, man. It's gonna go out scratching, it's gonna, how you say it, kicking and scratching, whatever, man. Alright? This man here ain't gonna give it up so easy, man. Alright, and which is, like I said, you're seeing that shift of power, man. That power is being about to be delivered to us as the Lord controls who's ruling, man. Alright?
They were so afraid, but yes, they're afraid. Yeah. Right? So, because they see their downfall right now, man. Exactly. They see the beginning crumbling of their system. Right? Beginning with their economy, right? And then now what? Now the industrial portion. Yeah. People can't work. You know, jobs are being people taking pay cuts, right? While people taking pay cuts, the prices of everything else is going up.
Yeah.
You know?
And okay, everything started to get out of order, man. You know, so these are the telltale signs, man. But these people still can't see it because they're off into bread and circus.
What did they do in the Roman Empire with the denarius? They melted the metal and put other metals in it to dilute it, man.
Yeah, they got cheaper with the quality of merchandise and products and stuff. That's what this place, America does, man. Okay, for as products and stuff like that being made is getting cheaper, even with the houses and stuff, man. All the materials, stuff like that is getting cheaper, man. You know, this place is losing its quality, man. Okay, it's losing its quality, man. And like I said, man, it's about to be a flip, man. It's about to be a flip. It's a change of worlds, man. Somebody get Isaiah 55 and 9. You still have something else? Yeah, you can get that too. Let me get this one real quick. And then I can get that.
Isaiah 55, verse 9. It says, verse 8. Verse 8, it says, for my thoughts are not your thoughts, neither. This is what you want right here, right?
Dog, 11
times. Isaiah 55, verse 11. It says, so shall my word be that goeth forth out of my mouth. It shall not return unto me void, but it shall accomplish that which I please.
Yeah.
It shall prosper in the thing whereto I sent it.
Yeah, the Heavenly Father word is being pushed out there by the prophets, the brothers that you see all throughout the world, all right, out here in these highways and byways, speaking the downfall of destruction, all right, of our enemies, man. These other nations, man. All right, and everything that the scriptures talked about is coming to pass, and I don't give a fuck what religion we're in. Everybody references the Bible when it comes to talking about the end of the world, man. Okay? It shows you which truth stands is on strong. Alright? Get that Revelation, and then you can finish off that verse.
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 11 and verse 18. 19. 18. And the nations were angry, and thy wrath is come, and the time of the dead that they should be judged.
Yeah, it's saying the nations were angry. And it explains why in Jeremiah, I think it's 51, it says the nations are drunken over wine, therefore the nations are mad, man. Because they partook in your ways, and they see that your ways lead to death. Your ways lead to chaos, disorder. You know, it leads to this. You know, them being screwed. You know?
That's why you have so much corruption with these politician officials. Okay? They get checks out of their damn place, their office and stuff like that. They get hanged, their house get burned down. That shit would happen in Sri Lanka. Man, they chase that nigga out the country, man. You know what I'm saying? Dude, he can't even go back to his old house, man. You know what I'm saying? They ready to murk this dude, man. And like I said, go ahead.
I was going to say also with the APC gang being put in jail forever. You know, where is that? Haiti?
Oh, yeah.
You know, so yeah, the nations are angry. You know, they pissed. You know, that's a sign of anger of the nations. You know, when they're making laws like that.
Yeah, and the scripture
I like this.
And
I got smell.
And the apocrypha.
Good vibes. Them
How it's
motherfuckers
gonna
up there
be,
teach the other class.
So it's called insurrection. I believe it's called they would say insurrection amongst the nations. I think that's the term you use.
What you talking about? 2nd Ezra 15?
Yeah, do say insurrection.
This would be insurrection.
Yeah, insurrection. That's what it say. Yeah, insurrection.
And also say sedition too.
Yeah, sedition. That's what I'm looking for. Sedition amongst the nations, man. Okay.
Sedition among men. Yep.
France, they going up in France. I don't know how long
Yeah,
they've
so
been
there's
protesting.
million people protesting. Yep.
Yeah.
And so like you said, it's a media blackout. What you got? Jump back in there. Yeah, kind. But was somebody reading something from Colombia? You finished it?
Revelation chapter 11 and verse 18. And the nations were angry, and thy wrath is come, and the time of the dead that they should be judged.
See, that's another scripture to show who the dead is. Like the brother said, the dead is the other nation.
Yeah, you just made it.
But I was going to pull that, but that was the spirit. The spirit just brought it up.
Yeah, that's a good point. I'll go ahead.
And the time of the dead that they should be judged, and that thou shouldest give reward unto thy servants, the prophets, and to the saints, and them that fear the name, Small and great.
Keep mentioning the name. You know what I'm saying? In Malachi 3, it said the book of remembrance is written for them that fear the Lord and thought upon his name. Right there, it mentions the name, how the elect, they're going to have the name, they're going to possess it, they're going to use it, and they're going to get deliverance by it. You know, so how the hell are you talking about the letter J?
Yeah.
You know?
And should have destroyed them, which destroyed the earth.
Yeah, it shall destroy them which destroyed the earth.
Right.
Who ruined the earth, man?
Right.
All right, this so-called white man, Esau, even the red man. All right, he has ran the earth into the ground, man. All right, and it's because of his ass, man. You have all this madness out in the world, man. All right, and that's why the Most High is bringing this place. This place, America, is taking a nosedive down, man. It's on a crash course way to hell, man.
Yeah, the Lord said, I beheld Satan as lightning fall from heaven, man.
Oh, the one more tower got hit by lightning. Pastor put that video up, man.
Yeah.
Either way you slice it, man. All right, it ain't looking good. And like most of these dummies out here, these American people, man, even they can't help to know and wake up from what's happening, man. It's all in their face, man. Because you had that nigga woman, if y'all saw the video, she's talking about how Jeff Bezos and what's called said how the economy's gonna crash and stuff like that. And that bitch was crying over Cracking Barrel's restaurants closing because her fat ass can't get that favorite dish she ordered every goddamn morning, man. Okay, that shows you the madness of these
That's
people,
what I'm
man.
saying. Our people, they really down. They through, man.
Yeah.
Like, they don't have no survival, like, you know what I'm saying, when it comes to, they really rely on this shit, you know what I'm saying? So when this shit is gone, that's why the spazzing out is going to be so crazy, man.
Our people, man, when they feel discomfort and to lose this way, they're ready to lose it, man. That's why they got, as soon as we got brought up ancient Egypt, niggas start complaining, man. You know what I'm saying? Here it is looking for miracles. Niggas up here like, man, damn, man. You know what I'm saying? How long is it going to take you going to eat, man? Moses, when you say you going to get there, man? You know? Niggas was complaining, man. They wanted to go back to captivity. And that's how these niggas is right now. Yeah.
Yeah, because they don't want that sovereignty. You know, they didn't like, you think about it back then, they was under the Egyptians.
Yeah.
Here it is, that Moses freed you so that you could be nobody over you. You know what I'm saying? But they wanted to go back into servitude. That's our people.
And that's what these niggas think about today, man. You know, these women, they think about the girls' nights out, the city, what do you call that? The girls' trip and shit.
Oh, yeah.
And they, nigga thinking about his cars and stuff like that, his jewelry, all these things that don't amount up to being a ruler, man.
Salvation.
Yeah, salvation, man, being truly free.
Right.
You know, the scripture tell you that the captain hates the exile, man. We ready to get the fuck out of this place, but we ready to rule these nations with an iron fist, man. You know, fuck all this equality stuff, man. It was never equality in the world, man. Matter of fact, man.
Yeah, where the fuck was equality when we was in Yokes of Iron Run? That, you know what I'm saying? Getting lift from truth. Where was equality back then? Where was the love doctrine back then when we was hanging from trees? But now, all of a sudden, I guess Christianity switched it up.
Yeah. Not just that, though. When you go in the scriptures, the Lord didn't make anything equal. That's
right. Exactly.
He chose a nation of people to be holy. You know what I mean? Separate from the rest of the world.
Above all people, like scripture say, man. You know, but that's how they try to come at us, like, we need to love them, and it's all about love now. But where was the love? You motherfuckers retaught us the scriptures backwards, and you taught it without love.
Yeah.
Right. So what the fuck?
You know what? But that's just the Esau Edom's, mindset, the craftiness of this motherfucking devil's mind, because he'll tell everybody equal quality, the whole world. And then behind the scenes, he got a system in his mind where he's trying to be on top.
Yeah.
Motherfucker devil, man.
That's why this nigga, he crying over all this, the prices rising and stuff like that. It's hard to live. You know, what was your ass crying when, right now, even to this very day, man, we always, this recession, depression shit, we don't know what that is because we always been going through it, man. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? We always knew what it's like not to pay our rent, all right, not to have all the money for the bills and stuff like that, choosing money, choosing paying the bills on food, not feeding our families, all that shit, man.
And that go back to, like the brother said, Deuteronomy 30 and 7. And that's a spirit, because I did a video on that earlier this week, so when you bring it up. And like you said, basically them curses getting them.
Yeah.
And the devils ain't really,
hold on. Let me show get this.
Hold on.
Oh yeah, all right, go.
This Job
Okay.
18.
Y'all got it then.
Okay, real quick.
You got it.
So like Job 18, verse. I'm gonna go straight to the point. Verse 11. Tears. I'm sorry, 10. The snare is laid for him in the ground, and the trap for him in the way. Terror shall make him afraid on every side, and shall drive him to his feet. Like you said, these Edomites, they get nervous, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Even the elite, you know what I'm saying? They get scared, you know what I'm saying? You got the nobles in the society, you know, these Edomites, they shook because the so-called white man is losing his power.
Yeah.
That's what's happening right now.
Since you did say that before, they really scared. Because they know what's
They
exactly
actually know what's going on.
They ain't like we're in control of it. You know what I'm saying, man? They know, look, they have our history, bro. They know exactly who the fuck we are, man. I'm talking about on a carnal level, not how we believe on, you know what I'm saying? You know, the Lord showed us carnally different relative history. But they actually have our ancient history, man. All that shit that locked up secret libraries and stuff like that, showing them who the Israelites, they got that, man. And they see what happened in the past when the Lord wanted to deliver us, man. They know what's coming, man. Y'all got it.
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 50, verse 22. A sound of battle is in the land, and of a great destruction. How is the hammer of the whole earth cut asunder and broken? How has Babylon become a desolation among the nations? And let's talk about, you go to that word desolate, it means utterly empty, right? Ancient Babylon was not utterly empty. Still people dwelling there in the land of Iraq to this day, right? So this Babylon has been talked about that's going to be utterly desolate. Okay, it's talking about America, man. Thermonuclear missiles is bound to hit this place. This is why you see one of them countries had attacked Israel. Now Iran is, Turkey is telling Iran we need to join together for the sake of Islam, man. And Turkey's part of the NATO, showing you that these heathens are switching on Esau Edom just to bring them out of that power seat, man. Instead of Obadiah, all the way of like Confederacy, man. You heard that? Obadiah 1.
Let me get this scripture real quick. Piled up and shit like that, and, you know, while we was trying to attack it. But anyway, to drive it back home, the Lord not going to destroy Babylon. In other words, to mess that up in today's time, it's not going to destroy America just like that, snap of the finger, man. All right, it's going to take time gradually.
It's going a systemic breakdown.
There you go.
It says a systemic problem affects the whole of the organization or place, not just some parts of it.
It said one of the definitions of the word destroy or destruction going into being destruction. You know what I'm saying? So undo destruction.
It's all about word, you know.
29, I will not drive them out from before thee in 1 year, lest the land become desolate and the beasts of the field multiply against it. By little and little I will drive them out from before thee until thou be increased and inherit the land.
All right, yeah, so Babylon, both sides is going to tear this place down little by little, man. Okay? It's breaking down on all levels. All right? And it has no future. We can see no future. There ain't no future in this place, man. Okay? This place, prophecy got to be fulfilled too at the same time. You know, because the Lord could have been delivered us out of this place, man. But the Lord wants to suffer, man. He's a power of long suffering. Y'all got to know.
It's the second Ezra, chapter 4, and verse 37. By measure have he measured the time, and by number have he numbered the time, and he doeth not move nor stir them until the said measure be fulfilled. And he said, until said measure be fulfilled, because the Heavenly Father is meticulous, man. Right? He has things have to be done a certain way. Yeah. This is where Esau gets his blueprint from, just like we do. But he uses the blueprint for wickedness, all right? This is why he has something called gradualism. The Heavenly Father gives him gradualism, man. All right, he slowly, like the brother said in Exodus 23, he said by little and little. Okay, you have evictions going on in Cleveland. They said evictions have rose from 50% over the last year in Cleveland. And there's a lot of you fucking single black brothers that's gonna be subject to that shit, man. All right, that's
the whole world.
Yeah,
the whole world gonna be subject to it. We gonna be subject to it.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Don't forget, Cleveland is gonna be that first 15-minute city, man.
He inspired. That's what that nigga said. He inspired to do. Yeah. He's just trying to get bigger.
The thing is, you know what I'm saying? Like, exactly. Take time to think about how he got the office. Jackson was basically run against him, step down. Right. Like he already had this shit set up. Then they say that this man not to digress and go into this cornball, but at the same time, it's just like you gotta remember these people are already selected like this. But you remember you speak on something that you said. You talking about how this place is gonna fall bitterly. Well, America's another word for America is bitter. This place it's got, like you said, the Lord could have put it down, but he wanted to be. We all gonna be in here, like he said, like damn, you know, like what our hope is. Those that believe, our hope is in the Lord. Habakkuk chapter 2, just to live by faith. These wicked people, though, from the 2/3 of our nation to these heathen, I don't know what y'all gonna do. Y'all gonna be fucked up out of here, though.
They shall not see the wise. It said that what did it say? The righteous shall suffer straight things and shall hope for wise, man. We got hope, whereas our people, they don't have no hope, man.
But that she said it, there was another nigga woman, she said that shit, the brother in Las Vegas, the head brother in Las Vegas made a video on another nigga woman said, I lost faith and whatnot.
Oh yeah, she said I can take the gun and blow my brains out right now.
Yeah.
It's right here in the passenger seat.
That's the same chick.
It was two videos, though. I don't know if it was the same chick. It might be different. It might have been.
I think it was. I didn't watch the
Oh
video,
yeah, you're right. Yeah, she did. She worked.
Yeah.
Something like that, yeah.
But hey, you gonna have a lot of people killing themselves, man. It was another video on Twitter I seen. A lady in Russia or one of those European countries, she would record herself in a video, and the dude jumped out the apartment window and killed himself right behind her. You know what I'm saying? While she was making the video.
Because life is getting harder, man.
Yeah. Right.
That's why they
ain't built for this.
And like you women with all that strong independent energy, where's it going, man? Like brother Jake said all the time, keep that same energy. You know?
Good. You got it. This is Job chapter 3 and verse 20. It says, wherefore it's like given to him that is in misery and life unto the bitter in soul, which long for death, but it cometh not, and dig for it more than for hid treasure. You see, so it's going to become a point in time when people are going to start rather taking death, man, rather than continue to go through the life of misery, man.
It said scripture in the Apocrypha, if y'all remember it, they tell you that death is better than a hard and bitter life, man.
Yeah, I got you.
You know what I'm saying? If you can't get it real quick, then like I say, y'all got it back, man. You know what I'm saying?
You looking for that? I'm trying to think. I know it's a scripture that talk about how people gonna look for death and cannot find it.
That's Revelation 8 or 9. Well, yeah, of course, death is better than this fucking flesh. This is the place the Lord sent us to be punished. You know. But the thing about the flesh is there's many pleasures. So that's why people want to stay in the flesh, because of the pleasures of the flesh and the beauty of the creation and all of that. But the spirit world is definitely better than this shit. But we can't. Most men can't have faith to even believe that.
Man,
that you know what I'm saying? That when you go, place you go from here is better than being here. So men want to stay here.
Because that's our people are at a low level, man. They rather stay suffering. You know, we ready to get the fuck up out of here, like his brother quoted. The captive exile hasteneth, man. That his bread shall not fail, man.
You got it. You got it, Michelle.
It's Ecclesiasticus chapter 30 and verse 17. It says, death is better than a bitter life or continual sickness.
Man, what? Yep. Because, hey, man, a bitter life drive you to depression, all right, and sickness. You know what I'm saying? That's just slow death, man. So suffering, man. Okay. What's the use of being rich and having all that money? You can't even enjoy life. You can't even enjoy getting up out of the bed, or you got a big ass mansion. You can't see that nice ass horizon. You know, that look from your nice ass condo and shit like that, man. You sitting on the beach, all right. You can't even enjoy that nice view because you up there coughing and sneezing, all right, and got inflammation in your body, you hurting and shit, man. All right, you can't even enjoy that, man. Okay, so those two things I got you. There's two things right there. All right, that's why people starting to commit suicide more, as the brother was just saying, man. Because life is getting more bitter, man. It's getting much harder, and these Edomites, they can't handle the least bit of you know what I'm saying, a struggling life, man. You know what I'm saying? I never seen so many Edomites buy black and miles in my life, man. You know what I'm saying? That shit is crazy, bro. Right. Yeah, they can't afford a pack of cigarettes, man.
It's Ecclesiastes.
No, I'll just back to your point real quick, because you even got CEOs of big Fortune 500 companies unaliving themselves, man. So even these guys that fare sumptuously is feeling the squeeze, man. You know?
Well, that's because they can see what's coming on the horizon as far as economic catastrophe, and they not a part of the insiders. You know what I'm saying? They're not as linked in as they need to be to, you know what I'm saying, escape all that. So that's why they offer they something, man. Because you got the one that's you know linked in. Ecclesiastes 6 and verse 3, I think that's it. It says, if a man begot 100 children and lived many years, so that the days of his years be many, and his soul be not filled with good, also that he have no burial, I say that an untimely birth is better than he. For if he cometh in with vanity and departeth darkness, and his name shall be covered with darkness. Moreover, he have not seen the sun, nor anything, this have more rest than the other. Basically, like somebody who never even, you know, was really had the opportunity to experience life is better than somebody who did and was not filled in his soul with good. You know what I'm saying? So,
you know
what? Well, Solomon, you know, in the book of Ecclesiastes, he speaks many times about, you know, his vanity because you can't take it with you. And that's what I was going to say is that Esau understands that fully now because he got everything. Same way Solomon had everything, Esau got everything. He understands that this shit is truly vanity unless I can get a see him to help me live forever. Unless I can accomplish everlasting life. There was an article they said they was going to have everlasting life by 20. Y'all saw that? They said by 2050 we accomplish everlasting. That's his goal because he understands that. And it's the MOTB that's trying to, you know.
That's why through his technology, man, he keeps trying to further study and advance himself, all right, to come up with that immortality, man. That man, that's his main goal, man. All right, to become immortal. He wants to be the Most High. And just like the brother said, man, you have all these possessions and power, all right, and you eventually you're just gonna die, all right, and give it to somebody else, man. You know, and he don't want to give that up. You know what I'm saying?
His children gonna fuck it up.
Yeah. Oh man, he's scared. Just look at Bill Gates' daughter, man. She married to Jake, man. You know what I'm saying?
That nigga hot.
Man, what? That nigga hot, man. And Jay Electronica got one of the Rothschild daughters, man. I
wouldn't be surprised if one of the niggas get off. But
it did, and not only that, the newer generation that's coming up, they're not like, as far as the Edomites go, they're not like them. Their forefathers, they just suffer. They're not disciplined.
Yeah, because they got the critical race theory, and you know what I'm saying. They raising them to not have pride in their history. So you know what I'm saying. How can they be strong? And, you know what I'm saying. Not give a fuck. But that's all I'm gonna say. Can you speak about offering people? The owner of Cash App got assassinated this week.
Right.
You know what I'm
That's
saying.
a good word. Assassinated.
Yeah, they killed him. Actually, they say he was
Yeah,
stabbed to death.
he got assassinated, man. Because why? Cash App is a digital payment system, and then the very next day, they talk about the Fed Now. The very next day, they dropped the Fed Now article, news, after the Cash App dude got murdered.
Because
You saw not playing, man.
Cash App, Venmo,
It's
PayPal, Zelle, all those is just third party. You know what I'm saying? And now this Fed Now is going to be the middleman for everything.
Right. To put it in perspective, it's like you got the U.S. Postal Service, which is supposed to be for the government agency. You know what I'm saying? It's supposed to be. But then you got like FedEx and UPS and shit like that, which is like you say third party. So Cash App and Venmo, that's like the FedExes and the UPS, whereas the Fed Now is going to be the government. And the dude in the video, the dude said how it's gonna work is that whenever you make any purchase, it's gonna go from your bank to Fed Now to you. No, or from the bank to Fed Now to the store, or to you, then to the store. You know what I'm saying? That's how it's gonna work. So that every transaction go through the Fed Now shit. So they gonna know every purchase. No more banks.
I just want to say this too, because J.D. Rockefeller, all right, the guy that owns this oil company in Cleveland, I believe, he said competition is a sin, man. You know what I'm saying? That's how greedy these bastards is, man. They want to know every purchase you make, all right, and they want a piece of every transaction, man. You can't even buy a burger without this nigga taxing you, man. He want a piece of that, man. You know what I'm saying? Literally.
That's his covenant and stuff. That one piece, like you said. And that's showing you that Fed Now is showing you the groundwork for that fee system. Like I said, you won't be able to make any transaction without going through the government or the government knowing what you. That sets up that system of, okay, I want to buy. You might be, a law-abiding citizen, got no record, no nothing, and say I'm about to go buy me a gun. Exactly. The government don't want you to have a gun now, so now you can't.
Because your county or your state, you know what I'm saying, or they issued a state of emergency, so now all the chips in this region get cut off, or all the, CBDC. So now you know what it means when it says central bank digital currency. It pretty much is a digital bank that played a middleman between your bank and all your transactions.
Well, eventually they're going to do away with Federal Reserves and central banks. They're just going to get it directly from the Rothschilds.
That's what they want, but they ain't getting that far.
These motherfuckers, they don't want no resistance whatsoever. They want you to be a complete, obedient, mindless slave, man. Okay, these motherfuckers, man. All right, just like the brother saying, they want to have eyes and ears on every goddamn thing, man. You know what I'm saying? That's why they want the chip. All right, because they want to know your damn thoughts. They want to know why are you interested in that. These motherfuckers obsessed with people and human nature and stuff like that. Like, he's a weirdo, man. You see how he do them animal channels? This nigga want to know everything about that damn animal, man. That's why he has so much information on shit, man. Esau is a weirdo, man. But you know what? That goes along with his blessing of being a hunter. A hunter got to study his prey in order to get to him and stuff like that. You okay?
I got it. Based on what you talk about Esau's, basically his plan, his device, but at the same time, it's ultimately the Lord's plan. Right? He just used it from the devil. So basically, they acted on the planet, but at the end of the day, it's not gonna come. It's gonna come to naught. This is the book of Psalm, chapter 33, and I'm gonna start at verse 10, and it reads: "The Lord Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua, bringeth the counsel of the heathen to naught. He maketh the devices of the people of none effect." Verse 11.
The word devices goes into wicked plan. Their plans and their plots and their schemes, for this NWO.
Verse 11. The counsel of the Lord Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua, standeth forever. The thoughts of his heart, right? All
I was going to say, Esau, you doing well, you able to accomplish what you accomplished because the counsel of the Lord is standing. You know, you are part of the council of the Lord. You know what I'm saying? We are part of the council of the Lord. All nations, everybody on earth is a part of the council, but your council or your success only go but so far. You know, that's what he don't understand.
Back in 11, it says, the counsel of the Lord standeth forever, the thoughts of his heart to all generations. Like the brother brought out. You know, basically.
No, slack. No, you good. I just had to precept the fact your phone.
I was going to say, basically, like the brother said, at the end of the day, we all basically, you know, actors in the Lord's movie. Yep. You know what I mean? Like, this is a movie. Yep. You know, and it's all, everything is preordained and set up. The how it's going to, like the brothers always bring out, you know, if you are the elect, you've been for salvation or however your lot is set up, if you are the elect, you got that spot solidified. And if you are not, you know, the Lord got all this mapped out though. You got to know.
Everybody gonna fall into their lot.
Right. You know, we got to break it down too, because you had mentioned Esau, and I this precept popped in my head. This is Job 14 and verse 5. It says, "Seeing his days are determined, the number of his months are with thee. Thou hast appointed his bounds that he cannot pass."
Right, the number of his months is with thee. Who is the thee? Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai, man. You know, Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai have already set this man's bounds, which means his boundary, you know, as far as he can go. The day and the hour and the second that his kingdom is going to be destroyed and power is going to be relinquished from him, man. You know?
And it's funny because the Lord, he's letting the devil know through us, the prophets, all right, don't really say man of reincarnation, all right? He's letting them know that he's going to fall, man. And there's nothing he can do about it, man. And he understands it, but he still can't comprehend his mind. He think he's, because he knows the prophecies.
Well, that's all we're going to say, too.
He goes find out some other way to get over the Most High, man.
The reason why he can't understand is because it's beautiful, man. The Lord is calling, man. He created the perfect person to use, and he created him in a way where he's not going to comprehend that he can't alter the ending or change the ending because he's the wicked. Right? Only the righteous can fully understand these scriptures in the you know, beginning, midst, and end.
But besides the fact that, like you said, he's a carnal being. Yeah. Right? So he ain't gonna get the spiritual. Right. Like you said, he up there thinking,
like science. Right. About this, according to science.
I have all the money. I'll just
right.
Well, and then he on top of that, you know, he control all the rules and shit. It's gonna get out of your hand, man. This ain't just because you got all this military force, police force. What make you think them motherfuckers are gonna flip on you, man? You all these whistleblowers coming out. You're spilling the beans on shit, on your secrets and stuff. Like, dude, at any time, you know what I'm saying, this shit can go left. But Esau, like I said, he thinks he ain't that much in control, man.
They got something called the chaos theory, where basically, you know what I mean? Yeah, right. Because their theory is they gonna allow chaos to get so far, and then they come in with their solution.
Right.
Right. That shit ain't what the word like.
Niggas don't go long.
They make a statement of how you dealing with individuals. America pushes an attitude of cutthroatness. You know what I mean? They in business, it's okay. What's that? A hostile takeover. You could have worked all your life for your company, and I could be this multi-billion-dollar owner and come buy your shit without you wanting to sell it. Type shit. You know what I mean? Like, and that's not frowned upon in this society. So you got a whole bunch of people with a mindset like that. These elites probably all looking at ways to backdoor each other. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? So,
division. Right. Lord set that in his house. God, you know?
Especially coming down to the finish line, man. All these Edomites is really grasping at straws. You know what I'm saying? So they're willing to take each other out just to, you know what I'm saying, make a buck.
You know what?
We're just continuing on. Job 14 and verse 6, it says, "Turn from him that he may rest till he shall accomplish as an hireling his day." You know, so this is what this queendom is, man. It's just like how a hireling was, man. You get paid for a certain time. The Lord used Esau for a certain time, man. You know what I'm saying, to accomplish his will. Just like he does a hireling.
I'm fire his ass.
Yep.
No more use.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Fire his ass, man. I don't need you no more.
What's that? The apprentice? The fire.
Yeah, like Donald Trump fire niggas and shit like that. So you fired, man. You did your job, man. All right, it's time to It's time to get some new employees.
Hey, but what is Esau though? You fired this nigga, right? Then what did he do? He come back with a gun and said, "Look at the owner." Hey, I'm coming up next day. You know what I'm saying? He taking everybody out, man.
He shoots everybody in the office. He shoot niggas that didn't even talk to him just because he worked there.
And that's his version of coming down with great rap, because he knows that he had but a short time, man. Because his days are already predetermined from the Lord, man. And what is he trying to do? He's trying to further his kingdom. You know, going past the bounds that the Lord set by what? By trying to throw throwing out that that character, man.
When they start laying all these people off, man, these people ain't gonna have no choice to take up arms.
That's coming too. You can see that.
Hey, that's funny you said that. You said what Esau gonna do when he get fired? He gonna take up. Well, you got that movie The Wash. Remember Eminem? He came in there. He was looking for troubles, man. You know, that's how your average Edomite gonna be, man. You got Edomites on YouTube. They got tons of guns, man. This gonna be beautiful.
Bring the scriptures out.
This is James 5 verse 3. Your gold and silver is cankered, and the rust of them shall be a witness against you. It shall eat your flesh as it were fire. Ye have heaped treasure together for the last days.
Yeah, the gold, silver being cankered, the corruption of the system, man. But the point I wanted was some heaping treasures up, because this is his attempt of gathering all the world's wealth. This is another money grab, as if these niggas ain't got enough money. It's another money grab, as if they ain't got enough money. Now they want all of the money. Now they want all of the money they want to control, and at least if they don't control it fully, at least play a middleman. You know what I'm saying? On all the money on the entire planet, man. On top of you will own nothing and be happy, which means that, well, if I own nothing, who gonna own it? Oh, that's what I mean. You gonna own it. Oh, okay. Because it's not like nobody own nothing. Yeah. Okay, nobody own nothing. Everybody just partake in everything. No, it's you own nothing while us, at least we own everything. They ain't tell you that part. They left that part out.
That motherfucker, that's what you call a selfish ass nigga, man. A niggar, as the scripture
right,
tells,
right,
man.
Yeah, niggar.
Here it is, man. You exhausted all the resources of the world. Really, there's not an unlimited amount of resources, but it's just that you get to the point where you degraded everything, man.
The earth,
you know what I'm saying?
Some parts of the earth is out of function to where it can't replenish.
Yeah.
Know, like you said, because the earth rejuvenates, reproduces. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. The same with the human body, man. Right. If you give the human body the right things, it'll heal itself, man. The same with the earth. But this man, he's pounding the earth, digging up the earth and shit like that with oil, with the crops and stuff, with these fertilizers and stuff like that, man. That's why the earth is reacting, and it's the same way the body reacts when it gets sick and it has a fever and stuff like that, man. The earth is having droughts, tsunamis, thunderstorms and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Because what, man? This man is plaguing it, man. You know? He's plaguing it. Oh, y'all got it, though?
Yeah, right. No, exactly. And you read in Revelation that the nations, their plan is to destroy him that destroyed the earth. That's what the Lord said. Yep. You know? So, but the point that I want to hear was that, you know, this him trying to heap up all the money in the world to himself, man, to one database where he's playing the middleman. You know, and you people, you're gonna be led into that system, man. You know, you're gonna accept it for the most part. You know, you're gonna have a few that's gonna buck up, but like you said, he gonna come down with that wrath, man. You got something I share?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. This is the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 5 and 9. Moreover, the profit of the earth is for all. The king himself is served by the field. He that loveth silver,
right? Meaning you gotta respect the earth, man, because the earth is what's gonna give you your resources. You're gonna reap benefits and wealth from it if you're in a good grace like how about Shah. If you obey the laws of the scriptures, which tell you how to govern the land. But see, a dumb and ignorant king, what he gonna do? He gonna destroy his fields. He gonna, you know what I'm saying? He gonna destroy his people and tell you that's right 10. Unwise king destroyed his own people. like?
It says, Ecclesiastes 5 and 10, he that loveth silver shall not be satisfied with silver, nor he that loveth abundance with increase.
Right, because if you love money, because what King Solomon is saying, you can't put money over the earth and doing right by the creation, and you know what I'm saying, doing right by people, and how about Shimei Shah, man? You can't put money over those things.
It says, this also is vanity. It says, when goods increase, they are increased that eat them, and what good is there to the owners thereof, saving the beholding of them with their eyes. This is the point right here.
It said when goods increase, that's what Biggie said, more money, more problems. You know, more money, more mouths to feed. You know?
It says, the sleep of a laboring man is sleep, whether he eat little or much, but the abundance of the rich will not suffer him to sleep.
Yeah.
These devils, they're not getting no rest, man.
Right, Michael too.
Yeah.
They work evil upon their beds.
Yeah.
They say they sleep not unless they cause something to fall. You know?
I got one since you was bringing up what of the scripture again, talking about the love, wicked love, the money. This is 1 Timothy chapter 6, and we'll start at verse 6. And it reads, but godliness with contentment is great gain. For we brought nothing into this world, and it is certain we can carry nothing out. And having food and raiment, let us be therewith content.
Right, content. You know, don't be going all out chasing after this shit. The scriptures say, certainly riches grow wings and they fly away, man.
Look, we're seeing it. We're seeing it right now. We're seeing riches make themselves wings and fly away, especially if you're a middle class Edomite, you know, somebody who got more than $250,000 in your bank account. That was in California. What was that California bank that shut down? Yeah, you had more than $250,000 in a Silicon Valley bank. Your shit just flew away like wings, man, my nigga. And all of our shit about to fly away, man, because this economy, they're going to do away with the dollar, man.
Right. There will be no savings account, because you got people going into their savings, they 401k just to maintain in these times, man.
You had a lot of people just with their income tax because shit so fucked up had to use their income. It wasn't really no splurging or kicking it like they normally do. They had to use that to live. You know what I mean? Right. Again, I looked at the article. They was talking about they not telling you like all these banks are interconnected to it.
Exactly.
So it's more banks that's it's trouble. You know, they say like 179 banks that's in the middle of like on the threshold of felony. I know I just read something earlier today about PNC. You know what I'm saying?
Woo, that's a major one.
Right.
That's what we're waiting on, these major banks to get hit, because then that's going to, you know,
and
other major banks.
It's not odd timing.
And then you know what's going to happen? Here come the Fed now.
Right.
You know what? I'm going to save you. Matter of fact, just head over all your accounts and everything going to be good.
It's not that. Look at the timing of it.
Right.
Right.
I got to appreciate it too.
Because right now, within the last 5 years, it's been the highest amount of times that people have been withdrawn from the 401k, because all the 401k is an investment, right? But you can invest in something that's, you know what I'm saying, you're not going to make no money on an investment if your investment is not making any money. That's declining.
Yeah, you might want to take your shit out right now.
Exactly.
You got to take that shit out right now.
Oh, that's why you have when that pandemic took off, you had a lot of these older people retired because they saw what was in the making, man. They said, shit, my business gonna go under, you know, so I gotta stop my business because of the virus and whatnot. I'm gonna retire, man. You know what I'm saying? Or I might die. So it's a fear of dying. So a lot of people, older dudes that's working in company for 40-something years, and see, waiting on that pension, they say, I'm gonna get this shit now.
That's why it's the brother read James 5, but it also mentions that James 5 kept back by fraud, man. Because that's another part of this man's system that's bugged out, man. Why is it that I have to put a little bit of money away every check, you know what I'm saying, to invest in some fucking retirement fund? Why can't I just have land and fucking cattle and assets so I don't need a fucking retirement plan? Right. Why the fuck do I have to put this money inside? He created this system to where you got this retirement plan. That shit bugged out, bro. That shit is bugged out.
You just die before you even get to use it.
That's what I'm saying. Kept back by fraud, man. It's a whole scam.
And they raising the age of retirement up now too. Also,
they're banking on you dying before you cash out your shit.
The scriptures say that a man's life is
no pun intended. banking on.
Man, what?
But the scriptures say that a man's life is three score and set. Three score and 10 years. So if the retirement age is what 67 now or 66, you know what I'm saying? So you really pushing that number, man.
That shit it doesn't even make sense to take that gamble and to invest in that shit. Honestly, I'd rather have my own check.
Oh yeah, get your scripture.
This is the book of Leviticus 19:13. Thou shalt not defraud thy neighbor, neither rob him. The wages of him that is hired shall not abide with thee all night until the morning. Yeah, especially 2 fucking weeks, man. And let alone a whole lifetime until you gotta retire, man. That's completely off. That's called. It said, neither shall you rob him, man. That's you devils are robbers.
Well, you ain't supposed to get a retirement plan when you're old, man, because the best years of life been wasted. The time for you to enjoy yourself is when you're young and vibrant, man. You know what I'm saying? Not when you old and ready to croak. You know what I'm saying? As they say, man, you can't enjoy life. That's when the sicknesses start to come upon you. You know what I'm saying? You ain't in your strength. Yeah, man. Everything become hard then, man. You're supposed to have retirement, have all your kids' stuff when you're young, man. Yeah. Oh, you
This should be 55. Retirement should be age 55.
You know what the age is now?
Even earlier
like
than that,
67.
Damn.
67. They're trying to get it to 69.
So you can, they ain't gotta pay your ass.
Yep.
They don't try to pay your ass.
What's the average death for people dying?
Bernie Sanders.
You good. But don't they? Do they make you do the retirement shit, or is it an option?
It's an option.
It's an option.
Yeah, you got to put in. You got to put in.
You're right. You
So if you don't put nothing in it, you ain't gonna get nothing back.
Right.
Shit.
Yeah, but Bernie Sanders, the guy that wanted to be president, and he said if he was gonna, if he get elected, he's gonna bring the Social Security back to the age 55. That's probably why they let his ass in there.
He's just in the talking head though. He just
to get in there.
he's an extra in the movie. But you got it. Bring that up. Back in 1 Timothy chapter 6, verse 9. But they that will be rich fall into temptation and a snare, and into many foolish and hurtful lusts, which drown men in destruction and perdition. Verse 10, the point. For the love of money is the root of all evil, which while some covet after, they have erred from the faith and pierced themselves through with many sorrows. So the point is the love of money. Right. Okay, he loved money. It's really not that he loved life. It's really not that he loved the earth and creation and living and shit like that. He just loved money and wealth and power. That's why he wanted to live forever. To enjoy the money and to keep gaining more and more wealth. When you go into like with the Great Depression, there was Edomites jumping out the fucking window, you know what I mean? Like Jake, you know, basically he's always having it hard. So Jake lightweight flourished through the Great Depression. You gotta remember, like they hustled through that shit. You know what I mean?
Like we hustling now, man.
And you know, so when you can tell how this man runs this system off of this currency is when you go into the history and you look up Esau's grandson Eliphaz. His name means my God is fine gold. All right, so you got to see how the mindset of this animal, man.
This precept. This is this Mark 8:36. For what shall it profit a man if he shall gain the whole world and lose his own soul? And that's what Esau did. Let alone he sold it for a piece of bread. He sold everything for a piece of meat. Yeah. He sold his soul for an uncooked sandwich. That's what he traded. He got this side, but what did he really gain? He's not going to be destroyed. You really won't be destroyed. Only nation to get wiped out.
Yeah, it was a short time, man. You know what I'm saying? But now it's time for your ass to give it up. Get that scripture real quick out.
This is the book of Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 6 and verse 2. Give ear ye that rule the people, and glory in the multitude of nations. For power is given you of the Lord.
Yeah, your ass, Esau. We're talking about you. The power, the reason why you're in rulership now is because the Lord gave it to you. He was with your ass, man. He gave you, let Satan get into your mind to have the knowledge to create all these inventions and ideas and stuff like that. But really, we helped your ass too, though. Go ahead.
It says, "Give ye ear, ye that rule the people, and give and glory in the multitude of nations. For power is given you of the Lord, and sovereignty from the highest." It says, "Who shall try your works and search out your counsels?"
Keep going.
It says, "Because being ministers of his kingdom, ye have not judged aright."
You have not judged upright. All right, the Lord gave you charge, all right, over business, same way when, you know, an employee becomes a manager or a shift manager or something like that. Now he has that responsibility. So now your job, you know, is to complete certain tasks and doing right and stuff like that. All right, if you don't do the right thing, what happens, man? You get written up, you get fired and all that shit like that, man. And the Lord gave you management of planet Earth, all right, and you didn't do it right, man. So now your ass about to be removed, man. And this nigga, he's bad because he didn't do the job right. Ain't that something?
Yeah, that's how you know he's the spirit of Cain.
Yeah.
Because Cain didn't do what was right, and the Lord said, "Why art thou wroth? If thou doest right, you know thou be accepted. But if thou doest not right, sin life at the door."
Come.
When you get this word sovereignty in the etymology, it says authority, rule, supremacy, or power or rank. You know, and because it says back in Wisdom of Solomon, it said that the Lord had given him sovereignty. You know, he had given him rule. It said even over the land. No, I'm sorry. Let me read that one more time.
Matter of fact, I want to say this too, because he did give him, the brother said, sovereignty over the land and stuff like that. You had the scriptures as it talk about the parable of Lazarus and the rich man. You have Moses, all right, and the prophets to listen to, man. The Lord gave you all the instructions. There's that handbook, right, the manual, all right, on how to run the earth. And you took the manual. Man, threw that shit out, man. You know what I'm saying? This motherfucker said, "The hell with that, man. I'm just gonna freestyle it, man." You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna come up with my own manual, all right? But you see how your shit didn't work, man.
I was just gonna say this, but actually, like you said, he had the manual, but basically tossed it away to do his own thing. But that's gonna give y'all about shot. You know, that's gonna submit, basically being able to judge him. You know, you shouldn't have never even touched it. It's lucky. You shouldn't have never touched the book in the first place. But being that you did, you didn't govern by the book. You chose to govern the way you chose to.
Right. It says because being ministers of his kingdom. Right. This is what's being used. You know, to teach the scriptures. You know, to teach the Lord's kingdom. You know, so that's what the Lord had given him. You know, but he it's not his lot to, you know, play that role of being a prophet and a judge of you know, coming from Yahweh Shemiah.
Right, because we are the true landlords of the earth, man.
Right.
We are the true rulers, man. That's why that's why we have such a connection with the earth and whatnot, and we know how to do things. We know how to operate society better than you, man.
Right.
We run your society right now, man. If this motherfucker didn't have us, he wouldn't know what to do, man. First of all, his ass would have died off if Gad and Reuben and them and Ephraim and it's called the North Kingdom to show him how to live off the land. Right. That was his first fuck up right there, man. They're talking about we civilized you. Ain't that some shit?
Ain't that deep?
Yeah,
come on, bro.
The scriptures say children are thy oppressors.
Yeah.
You know, so how you know the Lord put the spirit on his Jakes to teach this man how to even, you know, bathe himself, man.
Yeah, man, this nigga, man, Edomites, man, they are dirty, man. You ever go in the bathroom behind an Edomite, you be like, what the hell did he eat, man? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and then, body odor is just off, man. You know what I'm saying? That dude males, man. You know what I'm saying? And this dude, everything is just off about this guy, man. All right.
But the Lord had balance. I'm gonna say one more thing.
Go
Like,
ahead.
but the Lord had balance with it because he gave both Jacob and Esau a blessing dealing with the earth.
Right. The yin and yang type deal, man. Get that second, this is the second chapter real quick. See, somebody get second chapter. Yeah, man, the Lord's a balance, man. All right, evilness was ruling, but now righteousness is about to rule. Get second. Let's see. Look what it says. Oh yeah, start 10.
This book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 2, and verse 10. Thus saith the Lord unto Ezra, tell my people that I will give them the kingdom of Jerusalem.
Right, and Ezra was a prophet. The Lord said, tell my people I was going to give them the kingdom of Jerusalem. Keep going.
Which I would have given to Israel.
The kingdom of heaven, the basically the rulership of the earth. We ain't going to just have rulership of earth of the universe, man. Okay? Or the planet. Why do you think the Lord just didn't make one planet? All right? I mean, multiple planets for no reason. They're just out there for you to look at. No. They going to be inhabited, man. Just like he said, he made the earth to be inhabited.
Well, we know them. It's nothing for the Lord to make the sky purple.
Man, what?
Because the sky the other day, you know when the sun set.
Yeah.
You know, look. I'm gonna worry about some earth, some planets out there that's,
Man, what?
grass is orange, the animals is see-through.
Yeah, the Lord, he loves variety, man. Right. So all the other planets ain't the same as the other earth, man. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Hey, look at the nation Israel. You got Issachar, Gad, stuff like that. And, some tribes got the straighter hair, lighter skin. You know what I'm saying? It's a variety, man. And then like how we do things, how we dance a certain way, but it's kind of still the same thing. Like you go to I know it's wicked, but like the nigga woman, how she twerk, and then like the Brazilian, the Asherite woman, how they twerk and shit. Yeah, it's more like a cha-cha-cha thing going. You know what I'm saying? But they shaking, they do
like
that same thing. It's a different, man. It's the same type of deal, man.
Because all the Israelite women have that salt, man.
Yeah.
So no matter how you look on the outside, that's why you see a so-called Edomite, she getting down. You like, what the? You looking like, you wipe your eyes and shit, and cross out your eyes like, damn. Because you're right, because she's really an Israelite, man.
Yeah.
If I could add, you made me think of something. His brother put it on one of the Israelite channels, but it was showing how, like, Jacob do the sea walk. You know what I mean? But then you got to, I don't know what tribe it is, but it's Issachar. They do a little dance that's kind of similar. So, you know what I mean? So I have to find a video, though, but, you know what I mean? Like you said, just little subtle hints at, like, them the same people. Though.
Yeah, what? Go on.
2nd Ezra, chapter 2, and verse 10. It says, thus saith the Lord unto Ezra, verse 11, their glory also will I take unto me, and give these the everlasting tabernacles which I have prepared for them.
Tabernacles meaning a place of dwelling, man. All right, we're going to have to be on the planet Earth forever. We're not going to die, man. That's why the Lord said, man, he that give up his family, mother, daughter, all that stuff, houses and stuff, you're going to receive 100-fold, man. All right, so once this man, that's why we can't wait, man. Once this man's taken out, man, all right, the scripture says sorrow going to flee from us and death, man. Go ahead, y'all.
It says, their glory also will I take unto me, and give these the everlasting tabernacles which I have prepared for them. They shall have the tree of life for an ointment of sweet savor.
Let's go past it. It's a different amount of things or whatnot, but man, the knowledge, man. Okay, we got the knowledge of good and evil right now, man. All right, we have a complete understanding of it, man. Okay, and we're gonna have giving back that knowledge that we had in ancient world over the constellations and how to read certain things and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? Like we used to read the stars and stuff and know what certain seasons and certain things and certain stuff happen. The scriptures tell you in Genesis how it go. I forgot how it go, man. But he said the sun and moon for signs and things to come, man. Basically, rough paraphrasing. But finish it up.
Verse, it says 12. Yeah, this book is 2nd Ezra chapter 2 and verse 12. They shall have the tree of life for an ointment, a sweet savor. They shall neither labor nor be weary.
Neither labor be weary. We ain't gonna get tired like we did and like we do right now. You know what I'm saying? We ain't gonna get sick. Okay? We're not gonna get weak, man. We say we ain't gonna labor because we're gonna have servants. These heathens gonna be doing everything. Because listen, man, these motherfuckers, heathens, man, they need to be ruled over because they don't know what the hell they doing, man. You know what I'm saying? Hell, they follow us anyway, man. They want to be with us anyway. So we naturally have a ruling class mentality over them, man. Right. You know?
They naturally look to us.
Yeah.
For guidance and shit like that.
Yeah.
Like, you ever take you'll go on YouTube and you'll see videos, it'd be like a Negro in Iran or a Negro in China or Japan, and they'll be a regular nigga. Like, not a celebrity or nobody, but they'll be treating them like a celebrity or a god. They be touching them and you know what I'm saying? And taking selfies with him and shit like that. Because they know he's an Israelite. They're like, oh my God, an Israelite is actually in my presence.
Yeah.
And that's how it's going to be in the kingdom, man. It said that the nations shall acknowledge that thou art the seed that the Lord hath blessed.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I think it's Isaiah 61.
Yeah, that's why LeBron James, whenever they come over there, you know what I'm saying? They praise him, man. They like God. Yeah,
but even a regular Israelite, you know, even a nigga woman went over there one time. I seen they was treating her like a, you know what I'm saying? Like she was a princess or something.
Yeah, man. They amazed at us. They see the shit we do on TV and all that stuff. Right. And they just blown away, man.
And they hear the music, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, especially music.
You know, they hear the music, they see us rapping, they see us singing and dancing, and like you said, jumping off the ceiling and shit, dunking basketballs and hitting balls out the park. Wow, that's amazing. Right. And they don't see Chinese people doing these things. They don't see East Indians doing these things. You know what I'm saying? They don't see Iranians doing that shit. When they see us, they're like, oh my God, this nigga can jump 10 feet tall. Meanwhile, this dude can't jump. He don't play basketball.
We be amazed at what shit we do, man. Some niggas, man, like some niggas can jump. You know what I'm saying? About my height and shit like that. They dunking better than Vince Carter and shit, man. Doing through the leg. I'm like, damn, this nigga.
I done seen a so-called Japanese man with swing.
Yeah, it probably Jake though.
Yeah, this is Jake.
You know what I'm saying? And it did the ventures and shit.
Jeremy Lin. You know, remember Jeremy Lin? Yeah. Jake too, man.
Hey, when I saw the dude Moses West came up with that machine, how to create water from thin air, I was like, man, who's thinking of shit like that? Jake. But no, you go ahead.
It's Isaiah 61 verse 4, that they shall build the old waste, they shall raise up the former desolations, they shall repair the waste cities, the desolation of many generations. And strangers shall stand and feed thy flocks, and the sons of your alien shall be your plowmen and your vine dressers. But ye shall be named the priests of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Men shall call you the ministers of our power. Ye shall eat the riches of the Gentiles, and in their glory shall you boast yourselves. So that's what's going to be taking place, man. You know, the Lord went into great detail. He said that they shall build the old waste, the former desolations, meaning those places on the other side of the world that get destroyed in World War III. They're going to be built back up. You know what I'm saying? The land of Israel going to be built back up. You know, and then you're going to be our vine dressers. You're going to be our plowmen. You're going to feed our flocks, our cattle, our sheep, our lamb. You know, and then it said that we're going to be called the priests of the Lord, man. We're going to eat the riches and we're going to boast upon it, man. We're going to be arrogant like Apostle Arambab said.
That's another thing, too, you brought my attention, man. We're going to have ownership back again, man. We're going to be able to own livestock. We're going to have farms and stuff like that, man. we're gonna truly own our house, fuck a damn mortgage and all that stuff like that and rent. We're gonna own the land that we live on, man. Okay? And like I said, we're gonna have that relationship back with animals, man. You know what I'm saying? Because in this society, that's what I say, man. All you do is fucking work in this damn society, man. You don't know shit about nature. As a man, you should know how to build a house. You should know how to start a fire. You should have certain survival techniques and methods, all right, that you can do to live on for self-dependence, man. But you got on this side, you got to depend on everything for this man, like a damn woman.
That's the curses.
Yeah, it's the curses, man. Okay.
That's how you know we are the Israelites, man. That's what the curses.
Back up Yaquan's precept, because at the end of that verse, you know, what was at the end? Yeah, both. You know what I'm saying? Why? Because the scripture says that the Lord is going to give us praise and fame in every land. Every Israelite man is going to be famous in that day, man. You're going to walk, you're going to go wherever you're going to go, and everybody going to know who you are, man. Yeah. All right? But you got to know, all right? 21 and 4.
We're going to have a body like Yahweh Shah when he had that glow.
Yep.
We're going to be glowing, man.
That confidence.
I didn't even read the verse.
You got
this
it,
verse 9, Isaiah 61 verse 9. And their seed shall be known among the Gentiles, and their offspring among the people. All that see them shall acknowledge them that they are the seed which Yahweh have blessed.
Wow.
So like Apostle Torah said, you know, in the scripture say also in Ecclesiastes 8 wisdom, making your man's face to shine. Because when you see it, it's like the kingdom, you're gonna know automatically. You're gonna know it's gonna be a glow, it's gonna be a certain look and presence and attire about it.
Decked out with gold.
Yeah, there's gonna be no comparison. You're gonna know when you see an Israelite, man, woman, or child.
And we gonna, cause Esau, when he get rich, he don't know how to display that to Jesse, man. You know what I'm saying? Or shit, when Jake get a little bit money, fresh as fuck, man. You know what I'm saying? Well, nigga dipped in butter and shit and everything, man. Jake get fresh on him, man. You see all them rappers with chains and watches and stuff, jewelry. Jake flexing, man. Because when we get power, we show it, man. You Edomites, them motherfuckers be rich as fuck. That nigga still shopping at Walmart, Payless, all that, man. He a bum. Wearing shoes in the house.
Don't even stay on that state. You just stay on that state.
This nigga got one wife. One fucking wife, man. One box, man. And he still letting these bitch run shit, man. Oh my goodness, y'all got it.
Women though.
Yeah.
So when you do the history on King Solomon, what happened? When you read Songs of Solomon, it says that Solomon had rows of jewels in his mouth, man. Right? It was comely in his mouth. All right, so these things are naturally how the Israelite man did things when they had money, man. You know, the flashy jewels, you know what I'm saying, things like that. It was always in our history.
His silver wars made of gold and all that, man.
Yep.
He decked the house of Lord was decked out, you know what I'm saying? The doorman was decked out, you know what I'm saying? Garments and shit like that. And it shows you it was Jake because when we came out of Egypt, the Mosai said don't grab anything or whatnot. It was something, I forgot what it was, man. It was a Babylonian garment. I forgot what it was exactly what was coming out of and whatnot. But he told him, no, don't take that, you know what I'm saying? At least y'all gonna fall by the sword. And then it was during the time of Joshua, I believe. All right, and then Jake took it, and then we started getting murked, man. But show you the Israelites, man, because niggas is still some clothes. So you see some nice we like nice shit, man. I'm just putting it like that.
I'm gonna just keep reading here because it's a lot. It's Isaiah 61 verse 10.
This is called the gospel, man. All right, which means good news.
The same thing that Yahweh Shah was quoting, and what's that? Luke 4 chapter.
It says, I will greatly rejoice in Yahweh. My soul shall be joyful in my power. For he hath clothed me with the garments of salvation. He hath covered me with the robe of righteousness. As a bridegroom decketh herself with ornaments, and as a bride adorneth herself with her jewels. And the Lord said we're going to receive the garments of salvation, man. You know, the Lord's going to clothe us in righteousness, man. meaning what? What scriptures come to mind? The new covenant, man. Hebrews 8:8, Jeremiah 31:31. The Lord's gonna write the laws within our mind, man. He's gonna program us to automatically do righteousness, man. It says, verse 11, for as the earth bringeth forth her bud, and as the garden causes the things that are sown in it to spring forth, so the Lord's power will cause righteousness and praise to spring forth before all nations, man. So this thing's gonna take place. No more will you have a world of wickedness. Because somebody gets 2 Peter 3. We looking for a new heaven and a new earth wherein dwelleth righteousness, man. This place gonna pass away. Why? Because the season is changing. That's why the Lord said, as a bud springing forth, because the bud spring forth when the springtime comes, spring right now. See, the season is changing and it's coming to the season of the Israelites, man.
Damn right.
Esau is the end of the world, Jacob is the beginning of it that follows. So this shit's gonna bud. Righteousness, not shit, but righteousness gonna bud, man.
I just want to say too, y'all. Shai told the disciples, he said, when the Son of Man come back, he's talking about himself, when he come back with you, he said, none shall take your joy away, man. So when the Lord with us, he gonna be with us forever. All right. You know, like I said, we ain't gonna never be a boring day or a sad day in our kingdom, man. It's gonna be hell yeah, man. Every day is gonna be something greater to the next day, the next thing. Like in this kingdom, you want our shit to do, and mainly because we ain't got the resources and the money. All right. But Esau been chance, according to
that's why you fuck with other people. That's why you fuck with people.
Esau, he got a life, but he still ain't got a life. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, man, his ass, he didn't discover everything on this earth and whatnot. And like I said, he gets bored, man. I know we not gonna get bored, bro. We're not gonna get bored because we can't get bored because we're gonna be living forever, bro. So it's gonna have to be more shit to do.
Intergalactic traveling, man. What you know, this is me speaking as a man.
Oh, so like the Lord, the Most High has unlimited knowledge, so he can come up with more shit. Just when we thought we figured everything out, some more shit to figure out. Yep. Knowledge is unlimited, man.
Hey, we're gonna be living forever, man. We gonna
need
somehow.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And I believe it's already planned and set up for us to go there and travel as soon as we get through the Bible.
Mm-hmm. But that's how you know the Lord. He gonna show us things still like little by little. Like it's gonna be ordered because we not. Yeah, and we still gonna have to learn how to do certain things and whatnot. Learning still gonna play. We gonna know a lot of shit, but we gonna still have to learn certain things in scriptures, like certain prophecies he gonna teach us about and whatnot that we don't know on this side. You know, but y'all got it.
This is the book of 2 Peter, chapter 3, and verse 11. Seeing then that all these things shall be dissolved, what manner of persons ought ye to be in all holy conversation and godliness? Right? Conversation meaning what? Conduct, right? It says, looking forward and hasting unto the coming of the day of the Most High, wherein the heavens being on fire shall be dissolved, and the elements shall be
one rapper, Money Man, some shit. The nigga tweeted talking about niggas is happy that the dollar is crashing, like we don't gotta, like we not here or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Because you say we supposed to be hastening in the coming of the day of the Lord, but we supposed to be hastening and this kingdom be destroyed. So yeah, we rejoicing that the dollar is crashing, nigga. You the money man. You know what I'm saying? But you mad. That's the thing though. You the money man, but the money is crashing, man. And you mad because the money is crashing, nigga. And you tired. He thought he knew money, but he don't, nigga, you don't know money. That nigga was, because you said a couple weeks ago he just made a video trying to tell people how to get money and shit. Right. Nigga, that's paper. You telling people how to get paper. That's not money,
that's
man.
the spirit that you said that he did that too.
It says, wherein the heavens being on fire shall be dissolved, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat.
Yeah, the heavens, because you're going to have, the fire is going to go from the ground all the way to the sky. The fire is going to be huge, man. But the heavens dealing with Esau's rulership, his throne, it's all going to be on fire, man.
It says, nevertheless.
And it mentioned the elements, because everything you see is made of elements, man. So everything you see is going to melt, man, all the way down to the dust. It's like,
you remember the Hiroshima and Nagasaki, how big is one nuclear missile that Bush's bomb was? Man, imagine this whole.
19.
Yeah, it's 60. Okay. No, 45, I believe.
They said that, and then they said that the strongest missile ever tested, which was the Russian Tsar Bomber, they said it was like 30 or 40 times as more powerful as Hiroshima and Nagasaki. They said that the vibration went around the Earth like 3-4 times. You know what I'm saying?
And the John the Revelator saw 200 million of these damn things.
So that's why the Earth is going to quake.
Yep,
you know what I'm
right
saying?
to and fro, like a drunk.
Buildings going to be collapsing.
Yep,
People gonna be, like, you know, China, they got all them Hong Kong, Abu Dhabi. You know what I'm saying? They got all them huge houses. This shit's coming down, man. This shit going to be crazy, bro.
It says, nevertheless, we, according to his promise, look for new heavens and a new earth wherein dwelleth righteousness.
So that's why I said they should go fear, all right, when they see a smoke up in the torment, man. Because the earth going to shake to and fro. It's actually going to reel out her place. Mm-hmm. However crazy, you know, that's going to happen. But, man, imagine just shaking this shit. You never feel an earthquake, and it's just shaking this shit, man. You know what I'm saying? Still falling down, cranking and all that stuff, man. You going to be shitting your pants, man. Yeah. You know? That's going to be some fearsome stuff, man. You know what I'm saying?
The sky getting gradually darker and darker,
man.
Because the missiles the smoke gonna be blocking out the sun, and
all that radioactive fallout.
Right,
man. What all them?
That's why brothers gotta get beamed up. You know what I'm saying? Because because people understand, like when the sky is like blocked out, all the vegetation suffer, man. So it's gonna be a period of time where we're gonna have to trust in the Lord for us to eat, man, because it's gonna be all jacked up, man.
Well, that's what we got new bodies. So when we get them ships, people in Scotty, man, we transform them, man. You know what I'm saying?
You can bring that out real quick, that Revelation 21. Because it goes exactly when was the morning on? No, that's it. We hastening for a new heaven and a new earth, man. Where dwelleth righteousness, right? You got it out.
This is Revelation 21:1. And I saw a new heaven and a new earth, for the first heaven and the first earth were passed away.
See, so the first heaven and the first earth is Esau and his rulership, man. So this is what we're hastening today. We're hastening the day for Yahweh Shai to come back and deliver us out of the hand of our enemy, man. Out of the hands of this wicked, oppressive society. You know?
And John, the Revelator on the island of Patmos, he was hating. He said, even so come quick. You know? That's the same spirit we in, man. We ready to get the fuck out of here.
God. Yeah. You got it right.
And there was no more sea. And I, John, saw the holy city, New Jerusalem, coming down from Yahweh out of heaven, prepared as a bride adorned for her husband.
And see, that's the new heavens and the new earth, man. Because why? Because that's the representation of us already being fashioned like unto Yahweh Shai's body, man.
Lord willing, we are that number.
Yeah, kind. Lord willing, we are that number, man. All right, but those are the new heavens. The elect will be adorned as a bride adorned for her husband, man. You got it, huh? Yep.
And I heard a great voice out of heaven saying, "Behold, the tabernacle of Yahweh is with men."
And that's the elect, 144,000 chosen men. That's been chosen from the foundation of the earth. You got it.
And Yahweh shall wipe away all tears from their eyes, and there shall be no more death, neither sorrow nor crying, neither shall there be any more pain, for the former things are passed away.
And that's the same thing that the brother had brought out in Isaiah 61, man. You know, the rest that's going to be given. Why? Because we're going to be able to rest while the other nations are going to be bringing us all their substance, man. Exactly. We're going to. Oh, Slocky, where you got it? I'm about to say, because we're going to be able to rest and pick up our feet while they're plowing our fields, right? Taking care of our children, cooking, cleaning the house, man. All of that, man. You got it, Doc.
Yeah, that scripture prove. Well, the scriptures prove that everlasting life is possible. That's why Esau know that it's possible. That's why he tried to obtain it, because he reading the scripture that's what the elect will receive, man. See, some of you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, y'all don't believe that this book is real, but even the damn devil knows that it's real. It said in James that the devils believe and tremble, man. So that's why he's trying to accomplish everlasting life, man. It's written. It's something like that. Revelation 18.
Yes, on that. Revelation 18.
Yeah, verse 18.
Revelation 18 and verse 18, it says, and cried when they saw the smoke of... Verse 14, it says, and the fruits that thy soul lusted after are departed from thee.
Right, because this is the place where you get whatever your heart desires. Like even when I was coming here, I was driving, I'm like, man, America is really on a higher level than these other countries, man. Like you know, just face value, you look at the city, all these shiny ass cars. You know what I'm saying? Like every car is nice, shiny, new. Like, damn, these motherfuckers really are doing all right. You know what I'm saying? Compared to the other parts of the world. And you get all pleasures here, all fornication, sexual deviance you can do here, you know? Honey buns, motherfucking Starbucks, you know what I'm saying? Asian cafe, Hell's Kitchen, chicken.
Hell, meat. You can eat meat
Beyond
every day.
meat. Yeah, right.
You can just eat
Yeah, right. Meat, because meat is a luxury.
That's a luxury. Back then, kings only eat the meat, man.
Right.
That's why I said the king's meat. You know?
That's why, you know, even when scripture represent a rich man, it always represents like cattle, you know what I'm saying, sheep, you know what I'm saying, meat stuff. Yep, exactly. Yep.
But you got it.
God. It says, in all things which were dainty and goodly are departed from thee.
Right, and when you go to that word dainty, I believe, or goodly, one of those words, it goes into luxurious. Luxurious. Because you had a nigga just rolled past sitting on 22. This nigga had 2 flags hanging out his window that said Dior. With Dior, that's a designer, clothing designer, you know, high fashion. So that's a part of those dainty things, man. These people, they love that shit, man. Gucci, Louis, Prada, Fendi. You know what I'm saying? That shit is weak, man. That shit is weak, man. Right. Then the styles be all, you know, weirdo shit.
They got shoes to wear that's backwards.
Balenciaga.
I got that word dainty.
Okay.
It says things.
Oh no, dainty goes into oil, right?
It says things which pertain to a sumptuous and delicate style of living.
Okay.
And that's the spirit. What else? It says in Proverbs, it says, be not desirous of the king's dainty meat.
Yeah, see, it says, read it again, read the whole thing though.
It says things which pertain to a sumptuous and delicate style of living.
And go to the stars.
It says grease, fat. It
Fat,
says
fat. They say grease, right? Grease. America is a greasy diet. Pizza, burgers, fries, and that's luxury. That's like when you eat grease and stuff like that. That shit good as fuck. Fried shit, you know what I'm saying? So, and that's why you got all these fat, obese motherfuckers. Because they sumptuous over here, man. Yeah. But it's levels to sumptuousness too. You know what I'm saying? Because at least they're on another level with it. But even the average American, man. But you got it. Somebody, you keep reading on that. Revelation 18.
Okay.
So that was that word dainty.
Yep.
What goes into the grease, man? Because Apostle Paul is going into that, man. You know, greasy schools and diets, man. That's that daintiness, man. You got it.
God, it says, and thou shalt find them no more at all. It says the merchant.
Yeah, because it's going to depart from you first during Jacob's trouble. And then immediately after the days of no tribulation, the Lord going to come and the destruction going to come, man.
Yep.
Well, I just told you how the nigga woman was crying on crack and barrel,
Right,
man.
right. It's
the restaurants called that the dainties is gone and the goodies gone.
Mm-hmm. Verse 15, it says, the merchants of these things which were made rich by her stand far off for the fear of her torment, weeping and wailing.
That's these other nations, the merchants. Some big export nations like India, China, you know, Thailand, Taiwan. They export a lot of things to America, Europe, and stuff like that. Different parts of Europe, Africa, shit. The whole world, man. America made the whole world money. And they're going to be standing, seeing the destruction, fearful. Partly because of the destruction, but partly also because their country going to be getting destroyed too. By the angels and Yahweh and all that too, man.
Because when was the last time you looked on the back of something that's made and it said made in the U.S.? You know what I'm saying? America is the biggest consuming country in the world. All right.
Only make thoughts and niggas.
Yeah, yep.
And cheap ass cars.
Yeah,
Thoughts and niggas and cheap cars. You heard it here.
Revelation chapter 18 and verse 16. It said, it says, verse 16 is saying, alas, alas, that great city that was clothed in fine linen and purple and scarlet and decked with gold and precious stones and pearls.
Very successful.
For in 1 hour, so great riches is come to naught.
Right. In 1 hour, this country going to be destroyed by thermonuclear fire, man. Okay?
It says, and every shipmaster and all the company in ships and sailors and as many as trade by sea stood afar off and cried when they saw the smoke of her burning, saying, what city is like unto this great city?
Right.
And they cast dust on their head.
They don't realize the God does it. They don't say, wow. America, wow. That's how the Moabites be. They're like, whoa. Whoa. Right, you Moabites,
Verse 19, it says, and they cast dust on their heads and cried, weeping and wailing, saying, alas, alas, that great city wherein were made rich all that had ships in the sea by reason of her costliness. For in 1 hour is she made desolate.
They say by reason of her costliness, in 1 hour she made desolate. Verse 18, I think it was 17. Verse you had up?
I mean, verse 19. That was 19.
Verse
19. And this is synonymous with the woman that's riding on the beast, right? When you read Revelation 17, it talks about how this woman was arrayed in purple and scarlet, you know, and wrapped in precious jewels. And see, it's the same thing in Revelation 18, but it's talking about a city now. You see? So now these are how the scriptures correlate with each other, man.
Yeah, and the city is only as big as its inhabitants.
Yeah.
Exactly. So the earth could be a city, America could be a city, Europe could be a city.
Yeah. What man was trying to say was that Babylon is the whole world. And you try to say because you said city is ruling.
Well, Babylon have pushed its wine on the whole world. The whole world have drunk another wine and committed fornication with Babylon. But Babylon is not the whole world.
One is that is stupid because like in the city,
Yeah, and that's what the earth is.
and it's like kind of by definition, a city is separate. Like it's like a different place. Like it's a division, man. You know, how can it be a city if it's not other ones? You know what I'm talking about?
That's why in Second Ezra it said that city will fight against city, Rome against
There you
Rome.
go.
So it's, you know, that's why I got to be precept upon precept.
Okay.
You got that word out? Yeah.
That's the word costliness.
It says taste. It says preciousness, costliness, and abundance of costly things,
Right.
Worth excellence.
One example is everybody in America got a damn iPhone or smartphone. You know, an abundance of costly things. It says, hold on, go back up. It said expensiveness, by implication, magnificence, costly things, work. So, like I said, America is a place where you know things are prosperous, man. You got Chipotle's, you got Panera, you got PF Chang's, you know what I'm saying? You got big box stores, you got all these costly things. You got street lights, nigga. Don't take street lights for granted, man. You got street lights, you got all these different costly things here, man. But all this shit's gonna depart in 1 hour, man. We keep going on that. Sure.
Got it. Verse 20, Revelation 18 and verse 20.
Because this was coming here in the future. Revelation 18 chapter.
Yeah. It says, rejoice over her, thou heaven, and ye holy apostles and prophets. For the Heavenly Father hath avenged you on her.
Yep, so the Heavenly Father going to avenge his elect, man. The holy apostles and prophets, man. So, hey, with that, we're going to close by giving all praise, honor, glory, and worship to
Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakodash.
Please bless, sanctify, and make this
ball.
Walk like a ball.